So just recently I changed the battery to my iPhone, and no, I didn't change it, but I went to Best Buy and they changed it for me. For those who don't know, I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I told myself I wasn't gonna really upgrade to the iPhone 17, but mainly because I always wait like 2 to 3 years, and this case would be 3 years before I upgrade to the next iPhone, and I'm personally anticipating for the foldable phone. That's something I'm very excited for. If not, then just the iPhone 18 in general. But I always wait around freaking 3 years or so to be able to change my iPhone. Like, that's just me. That's just what I do. Who knows? I might change it down the road, but right now that's how I do it. I, of course, was facing a bunch of issues with slowness and my phone dying pretty quick and things like that. The iPhone 15 Pro Max, for me at least, and I mean, there's other users also that are experiencing the same thing. I had a bunch of just overheating issues. So no matter what I did, this mug will overheat. I'll charge it for just a little bit, overheat. I'll do some, overheat. I'll freaking use it like a normal iPhone, overheat. So I'll just have just a bunch of those issues. I mean, honestly, that's what probably just depleted my battery. Also from some other practices that I did that we won't talk about, okay? It's just charging and using it at the same time, which would overheat it some more. That's pretty much what I did a lot. But all in all, I use my iPhone the same way as I always did. So I was like, you know what? Now is the time. I'm like, dog, this mug says it's at 79%. I have my iPhone 10, one second. I have my iPhone 10 right here. This is a very old phone. And the maximum capacity at this is 80%. Mind you, this is an iPhone 10. I mean, I don't use it to this day, obviously, but it's an older phone. This right here is iPhone 15 Pro Max. I've had it for about 3 years, and I can say, like, I don't think I've ever had my phone to a point where it said, hey, yo, that battery needs service, dog. I'm like, yeah. That's when I knew I needed to do it, because it wouldn't even last a full day, not even half a day, without my phone just completely dying. So I'd always have to charge it, which then added more cycle counts onto my battery, which then made it overheat more because I actually have to use my phone while it's charging and a bunch of other stuff. So I was like, you know what? Instead of just buying a phone, you know, for $1,000 plus, let me go and just change the battery. And that's why I went ahead and changed my battery. I felt like I didn't want to spend money on a whole new phone since I'm going to be waiting. And I felt like, you know, I might as well just go get a new battery, have them, you know, install it at Apple or Best Buy. Didn't know Best Buy was authorized, like, person to do it for Apple, so that's good to know. So you can just go to Best Buy because it was close by. I don't got to go downtown, nothing like that. And it was fine. I waited about like 2-3 hours, a little bit 4, because I was out doing things, and my phone, like, they had a bunch of people ahead of me and things like that. But all in all, it worked out fine. I just waited. They took my information. No, I didn't have Apple Care. And maybe I'm going to regret it someday, but no, I didn't have Apple Care. I never really believed in Apple Care. I think it's like $20 a month or something like that. But you think about it, you're paying $20 a month every single month. Me personally, I'm not saying I'm an angel with my devices at all. I'm not. But at the same time, I don't get it to a point where I just completely like throw this mug across the room, or I put it in spots where I know it can severely break. And this one being like my major one, which was changing the battery, I felt like $100 was perfectly fine, as opposed to like dog, if I would have paid Apple Care for like, you know, 3 straight years or 2 years, whatever the case may be, it would have been way more than $100. So I was fine with $100 personally. The process with this whole thing was I essentially just scheduled a freaking appointment at Best Buy. They got me in. I went with the little geek squad and stuff like that, explained my situation, showed that it needed service, because they won't do it if it doesn't say need service or something like that. I mean, they probably can still, but I think like it's something in like the book or rule book or something like that where they don't touch it if it's not in service. But in my case, it was at like 78, 79%, and it said the battery needs service. So I was able to go there, tell them boop, 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 boop. And for some reason, they told me that since I'm on the iOS 26 developer beta, because that's what I do. I was on the developer beta. I think I switched to public beta, but just in general, I was on the iOS 26 beta. They said I needed to completely format my phone, so everything had to get off. So I had to put it back up on, but they were gonna have to reformat my phone and everything like that, which is a little bit odd to me, because one other person that I follow on Instagram, they said that they didn't even do that. Like, he changes the battery, he didn't even need to change it. So yeah, I had to completely format my phone, which sucked, of course, but it's just like, you know, it is what it is. I had a little backup, but you know, having to log in, do all that stuff again, it kind of sucked. Like, it did, for sure. Because, dog, imagine having to log in back and forth on a bunch of other stuff, and you lose access to certain stuff because you once had access to it at one point. Now you can't have access because you was in there before, and now you can't. You get it. You definitely get it. All in all, they changed my battery, went to go pick it up. I just chose the recent backups. I got everything back. Nothing was gone, nothing like that. So we're good. Don't worry about it. We good. We had, I mean, there was some stuff I was missing, like old messages. Like, I can't get that back. That kind of sucks for sure. But I don't know, the process wasn't too bad. I was using my Apple Watch for literally everything because with my luck, I had to do a bunch of stuff, running around all over the freaking city and stuff like that, doing what I had to do, putting on my cape and stuff like that. So I had to use my Apple Watch for like maps, phone calls, messages, and the Apple Watch held up pretty well. The battery did die at the end of the day because this mug had to be working throughout the day, but it did what I needed it to do, and the whole voice thing with me talking to it, it worked out perfectly, so I was fine. Now, was it really all worth it? I personally think it was worth it because now my phone, it feels I will say brand new. I'm gonna just say brand new, just solely because I remember whenever I first got the iPhone 15 Pro Max, this mug lasted all day. It lasted all day, and it does that now. So I'm able to just fully charge it. I do the little optimized charging thing, or I do the 80%, whatever I'm feeling. As of late, it's optimized charging because I've been using my phone so freaking much that I needed to get to 100%. So I do to optimize charging. It knows when I'm about to use my phone. Boom, it gives me 100% while I wake up in the morning, and I use it throughout my day, and I don't have to charge it as often as I did whenever I had it at like 80%, 79%, even like freaking 85% or something like that. I didn't have to worry about that. Now, obviously, the battery's gonna degrade because cycle counts matter in this world, and batteries, they degrade over time whenever you consistently charge it and they overheat and stuff like that. I still see my phone overheating, but I solely think that's because it's an iPhone 15 Pro Max and it's made out of all titanium. And to my knowledge and based off what I researched, titanium is not a good material when it comes to like heat reduction. So whenever the phone gets hot, like the mug's gonna get hot. As opposed to like an aluminum base, the aluminum is able to regulate that body temperature, imagine. The aluminum is able to regulate the temperature within the phone as opposed to titanium, to which it's not, like, you know what I mean? That's just based off of my research, what I searched up. Titanium, full titanium, that's why they moved away from the full titanium, you know? So I think all in all, it was worth it to a degree. I mean, yes, I did have to spend $100, but at the same time, it gave me another year to push with this phone until I have to upgrade to the iPhone 18 or whatever the case may be, because at a certain point I'm going to end up upgrading, and that's perfectly fine with me to spend $100 on a battery to make sure that my phone is still running smooth, because a lot of times the slowness and stuff like that, it's mainly because your battery is depleting. Like, you're just using it throughout the many years, and your phone's like, it's depleting. It's the battery, it's going down, degradation, you feel me? So I was like, you know what, let me go just put a new battery in there, and everything worked out perfectly fine with me. Now, do I recommend it for you guys? Honestly, if you go down the same route as me, I say go ahead and just change your battery, because if it goes down to that point where it needs service, go ahead and change the battery so you don't got to worry about, oh, my phone's slow, oh, my phone dying, this and that and the third. Yeah, dog, just go change the battery, you'll be okay. And then whenever you're ready to go upgrade, go upgrade. All right, don't worry about it. Don't spend $1,000 as opposed to $100, okay? Or if you have Apple Care, boom, it's free. You don't gotta pay nothing. But me, I'm probably never gonna learn my lesson with Apple Care, because I'm not paying that every single month. Maybe something bad might happen to me, knock on wood. Maybe something bad might happen to my phone because I said I'm never gonna pay for Apple Care, but I just never pay for that stuff like that, honestly. I just want to give you guys a full video. I already did a short in the TikTok about this, but I just want to create a longer video just giving you guys some more background as to why I did this, and if you guys should do it if you're in the same scenario as myself. Like I said, if you're somebody who waits like 2-3 years and your battery's degrading, just go ahead and change the battery. $100 as opposed to like freaking dreading using your phone, knowing you have to carry a charger with you every single place that you go, and you got to find a freaking brick and a wall to plug it in, stuff like that. Like, it's annoying as hell. Like, I've been through it. So I personally just say go ahead and just change the battery. If you got Apple Care, cool, it's free. But if you don't, it'll be $100. And I think that's the same with Apple, Best Buy, your phone carrier. They'll change it for $100. I just think that's better than spending $1,000 or going down the decision of like, dog, what phone should I get because my phone's slowing down. Me personally, I jack on my phone. I dig this titanium look. Does it help with heat? Hell no. But it does look cool, and that's all that matters, right? Probably not, but you get it. It looks cool, does it not? But you guys let me know if I'm bugging. I mean, this was just a logical decision that I thought of. Have you guys thought of this? Or did you go down a different route? Like, hey, yo, dog, I'm just gonna get a new phone. How do you guys handle this? Have you even changed the battery? I was gonna do it myself, but I was like, I'm not messing with all that freaking stuff, the lining and stuff like that. You gotta take off and then reapply and all that stuff. I'm not doing that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I was able to give you guys some sort of insight or a decision on whether or not you should change your battery. You guys let me know if this is a decision that you went down, and per usual, thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day for watching me on your screen. We hit 1,000 subscribers and we keep going up. So I appreciate y'all so much. It means the absolute world to me. Just the amount of work that I put into these videos, seeing how it pays off is just it touches my soul, you feel me? But love each and every one of y'all, and have a blessed day. We out. New battery, iPhone 15 Pro Max. You get it, you feel me?